first ban going over to Dink Esports. Bye-bye, Leon. Thank you for coming. Atlas, bye-bye. Nice seeing you. Where's the Inara? There has to be an Inara ban. Whoever picks Inara wins. Just FYI.
I would crush you.
Oh,
Okay.
bye-bye, Tel.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see it on blue side. You normally leave it to red side, so you have that willingness to first pick it. But this, it says to me that Dink Esports, they have a first pick in mind. Orphic Gaming are like, yeah, we know you want to first pick Willow. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
But, so Dink Esports, I think this sets up a really nice Ashe first pick. For
Yeah,
them.
I was going to say the same thing. Well, no, this will be an Inara first pick.
I don't know. I think Ashe on the Jagged Falls is a much better pick to take away. And I think, well, they are going to go for it there. Before the first one, so I want to see if Orphic do pick up the Inara straight away here. I think they have to. I agree with you there. It is such a power pick on this map as well. The ability to just wall off every single corridor. But instead, we didn't actually mention this. The Genos was open.
This is the first game. This is the first game this week that he's even been able to get on the field.
Yeah.
Stop me, coach. I'm ready.
Romy and Coach, I'm ready. But the Barrack, again, trying to... I mean, Inara's creeping up for most picked champion of this season, but Barrack is like, no. I'm still ready. Let me in. Let me at him, Coach. Let me at him.
I'm ready,
But this means that, you know, I think Dink should take the Inara here. And they do. They will lock that one in as well. So, I think... For a start of a draft, both teams, I mean, Orphic Games like, do we take Genos or the Inara? So I think the Genos would have been the better pick. But Dink, they go for comfort. Cassie locked in as well. Rifle had a fantastic game. But Danny at TPG as well has had some pretty good games on the Cassie as well. So that is a flexible option.
more snipers, please. I just don't want to see a sniper. I just don't want to see a sniper on this map. Every time I see it in casual, every time I see it in rank, it hurts my soul. Thank you, Orphic Gaming. There we go. The champion, the king himself, Bomb King, being picked up by Orphic Gaming.
We all bow down to His Majesty. Come, servants, there's a payload to push. And the Khan left down to fourth rotation to be picked up by Orphic Gaming. But, hey, I mean, it was pretty much an option for Dink to say, you know, do you want the Inara or do you want the Khan? So they took the Inara. Is that very well? We'll have
In
Barrack
fact, here's the weird thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Ashe Inara is actually one of the most common two choices in tank selection, right? We are going to see the Maldama being picked up. That's great for this combination of tanks. So,
yep. And Vivian.
Ooh. Okay. Look at her looking all majestic on that screen. Damn. Just
Yeah,
saying.
but
Wait,
when making these draft videos, I really had to dig through the folders to find the Vivian. It's not a very common pick we see here. 8% pick rate over 45 games have now been played.
Orphic.
Orphic are going to go for the Strix, and it's more like... this seems to me that it's like, okay, you guys played the Strix before.
Did I just get rickrolled by Orphic? Like, seriously, I don't want to see it, and they pick it? It's like, come on.
I mean, obviously Strix is just never going to let you down, is it?
Oh, no, stop.
It's not gonna. But I mean, I would say it's not gonna make you cry, but you are literally breaking down in your chair, so it is gonna have to say you're gonna say goodbye to this draft as the draft has rounded out here. And I'm gonna stop.
To get, like, the snipers just removed from the game, please.
I think we weren't privy for the union meeting on this thing. It's like, right, snipers for week number 6, guys. Snipers for week 6.
So no matter what, here's game number 2 between Dink Esports and Orphic Gaming in MLL Season 3, week number 6. Let's go to the rosters. On the side of Dink Esports, we have Danny TPG on the big game Cassie. Riflu on the opportunity in Chaos. Vivian. The Seer is running that battering ram. Ashe, Poria on the Mother's Grace. Inara and Milad on the Spirituals Meldamba.
Over on the side of Orphic Gaming, we've got Neptune the Blue playing Royal Subjects Bomb King, and Dromius playing Tinkering Barrack Dutch Knight, with a Storm of Bullets Khan Chubby Plum, with of course the Luminary Genos, and May with the unauthorized use Strix.
The fight is hereby begun, and Poria is already on the point. This is actually one of my favorite tank players of all time already, because all Poria cares about is getting objective time. And as you can see, it's working well for him right now. And Seer's getting healed just as well. Really nice right clicks coming out here from Milad. Mending spirits are definitely mending the wounds of Dink Esports as they're keeping that control over the point. That is definitely the Dink that we saw last time that they played against Orphic. With 87%, they need to be a little bit quicker over on Orphic.
Yeah, absolutely. Very strong point control from Dink Esports so far to this point, and excellent heals from Milad on the Maldamba, just keeping his team up. But we are going to start to see the tanks for Dink Esports start to fall, and it looks like Orphic Gaming will now take control of that point. Scout coming out from the Cassie, Danny TPG just dodge rolling away, but Neptune the Blue is going to be up in his face with the Bomb King, but having to pop him away, and will fall. Danny TPG taking the kill on Neptune.
99% for the side of Dink Esports. They only have Adromius in close proximity over. Oh my lord! He was right there, but not in time. He got stunned and destroyed by Seer and Milad. Poor Andromius. That is a capture for the side of Dink Esports. Oh my lord, this is what I like seeing. This is what I like seeing. When there's actual pressure going on, Orphic will have to go back. And they definitely just played their strengths right here with this composition. And I do like to see Seer playing that Ashe because he's giving me a little bit of Hammer CD vibes right now.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of pressure coming out from the Ashe, Seer on the Ashe, but Puria here is kind of like the star of the show for me right now with just incredible point presence. I mean, the retake there, coming back to capture that first point was so fast and so strong for Dink. But now Orphic will just take advantage of all the high ground that's on their side. Will start to take the picks. Rifle will, Danny TPG will fall to Dutch Knight. And Orphic looking very comfortable, cleaning up and controlling this payload now.
Actually, there's something I want you to notice. I haven't talked about this before, but did you know that Poria is actually a PS4 player?
I did not know that, no.
It's a console player that they have on the squad. That's a sub that they had to take in on Dink Esports, and I am really, really proud of the performance coming out from Poria, really controlling the point. And as you could see, when he was alone and about to get destroyed by Orphic Gaming, he pretty much just rolled around on that analog stick so they couldn't hit him. He took like 5 or 6 shots.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do like to see that. That is why you shouldn't completely count out the console players, because they have a meta knowledge that's completely different from PC, and it might take them off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we did see just a couple of moments ago was the assert dominance coming out, and instantly Seer being booped off of the map, I think, by a Poppy Bomb. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, the very, very poor value gained from the assert dominance there. Orphic Gaming looking quite comfortable, just defending from the high ground right now, while Rifley will flank up the stairs and try to get some picks. But having to back off now. Furia just pushing slowly on the payload, just slowly and steadily. But Dread Serpent comes out, and Dink will continue to push.
There it is. The overtime is activated for the side of Dink Esports. They're still holding off the fort just well, but Orphic Gaming are also holding their fort. It's kind of like a bunker war at this point. Who is getting the picks first? And it does look to be the good old squad of Orphic Gaming getting those picks 1 by 1. That is not a good situation for Dink, and no matter what they do, it's not enough for this round, and it ends up in a 1-1, just like game 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-1-1. That's binary. Oh, wait, I need a few more digits.
You need some zeros in there.
Yeah.
Milad doing a fabulous job on the Maldamba there, and as long as Milad was alive, it looked like Puria could stay alive almost indefinitely there on the point. But as soon as Andromius took that Maldamba out of play, then we see the team just start to crumble around it. Maldamba sitting comfortably at the top of the healing charts on 82,000 so far. Really, really good performance from him.
Yeah, definitely. Normally you see him on the Grover, where you just think, yeah, okay, you're pressing a button and you heal, he parade. Then he just says, no, hold my beer. I can actually play skill-required healers. And then he pulls off a really good Maldamba, hitting those Mending Spirits when needed. And I do believe, in this very case, that Dink Esports will have a little bit of a fight to them, because Orphic, they won that point this time, and Andromius starts off the ball with a Dome Shield, followed by a Through Time and Space, and that requires a little bit of effort to get away from, and 3 out of 5 goes down.
Yeah, absolutely. Orphic Gaming coming into that point fight there with 5 ultimates compared to 2 on the side of Dink Esports, and they used them very, very well. The overpower instantly taking out Puria on the Inara, so putting a massive disadvantage into Dink at that point. But yeah, the pressure from Orphic at that point, Dink just didn't have a chance to get back to the point, and that was an easy point capture there, taking this to 2 points to 1 in favor of Orphic Gaming.
Right now, that assert dominance is definitely asserting some dominance. Danny TBG might be down, but now the pressure is up on Orphic. They are 2 down at this very point in time. Make that a beautiful, beautiful defense coming through from Dink Esports. Actually holding off and just getting those tanks, so they had to reposition. I really, really like to see a defense where you are actually not scared of going in.
I could just see the despair in Dutch Knight's eyes there as he was trying to get away, being chased by the Inara and the Ashe. And it's like, you're doing your best, but no, just couldn't hold it off. Dink very nicely cleaning up, and now they will try and zone Orphic out, keep them away from pushing this payload.
Okay, sorry, I just noticed that Milad has the highest level on the Mismending Spirits card. So you can just hear it go off cooldown every time it misses. And in this very case, it's not enough for Dink Esports to defend. It seems that this overpower will overpower Danny TBG. And now the push is on the run here. Oh, yeah, Orphic.
Yeah, Dink having to just retreat seriously into their own backlines now. Neptune the Blue taking out Milad. Another through time and space coming through will take the Puria out. And Chubby Plum just comfortable here, just hanging back, pushing the payload, giving those healing marks to his allies. And Dink Esports looking to be very, very badly corralled back into their backline right now. It's going to be a struggle for them, but there's only 35 seconds or so left on the point, left on the push right now. So can Dink Esports pull out a defense?
Nope. That doesn't seem to be the case.
Not
the
when
whole side of Orphic are pushing in. Look at the Neptune powers of doom. Pushing, destroying and crushing. Orphic Gaming gets it to a 3-1.
Yeah, the pressure there from Neptune the Blue, the Bomb King just spreading damage around. There's so much pressure into the backlines for into Dink Esports backlines there. They just couldn't come back for it. Ashe attempting to use the assert dominance there just to give themselves a little bit of breathing space, but being killed mid-leap. The only benefit to that, the only silver lining to that situation is she will come into this point fight still with the assert dominance available. So 3 ultimates for Dink Esports are available, and 3 for Orphic Gaming.
You know, there was a little bit of a Bomb King extravaganza with Neptune here before the game started here, and they were kind of like, you know, hyping themselves up for this round, and now the assert dominance will hype them up over on Dink Esports as they're pushing in. The damage is coming through from every single side. Ryflu and Danny TBG working together. That's a triple kill. Now Chubby Plum has to go back. It's an oof, and there he goes. Maeve as well says goodbye to this cruel world. And now the comeback mechanic is in play, as we have to say every single broadcast, which means Dink Esports gets the capture.
Yeah, Dink Esports once again proving that they will never give up, they will never surrender, they are never out for the count. Beautiful triple kill there from Danny TPG, and now the pressure is on to Orphic Gaming as their Dink capture the point and begin the push very, very swiftly, heading for 25% on the point. But there have been a few picks in favor of Orphic Gaming right now. Puria may have to back off here, but the Maldamba is still there. Milad's just getting those heals off. And they're going to reset, they're going to regroup, and they're going to re-engage, push back onto this payload.
Speaking of pushing back onto the payload, Seer and Milad being aggressive here in the Shadow Realm, as I like to call it. The dark side is definitely covered, and Neptune the Blue will go down. Add Dutch Knight into the mix, and you gotta pray the cake. Poria will go down to Dutch Knight, but Maeve as well. That is definitely in favor of Dink Esports, and they only lost 1 member compared to the 2 members of Orphic Gaming. Seer going into the fray as well.
Dutch Knight has been absolutely on point with the overpowered of this game, getting pick after pick, really giving his team a big advantage every time he does that. But right now, Dink Esports are going to have to back off and regroup again. I mean, there's still more than a minute to go, and they are over halfway with this push. So they can absolutely group up, re-engage, and get this payload rolling again.
60 seconds left on the payload clock. They need to push now or never. This is what I normally call the last stand. When you have 60 minutes, oh my god, if you had that much time. No, 60 seconds, you need to push. This is your push time, and you need to pull it off perfectly. But speaking of pulling off perfect moves, that is a brilliant Dread Serpent going onto the place. And there's Seer with the Assert Dominance getting a hold onto the Andromius. He is low, he's not in a favorable position, and this looks good for Dink.
Yeah, Danny TPG into the backlines, getting a double kill, now making it an unofficial triple, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that was excellent. It was actually quite a funny glitch for me. Danny TPG is still apparently riding his horse on my screen. But Dink Esports will successfully push that payload, evening the score up at 3-3. And now the opportunity to even this up with one map apiece is firmly in the grasp of Dink Esports. However, Orphic are coming into this last point fight with a serious ult advantage.
Definitely, it's one ult versus having 3, maybe 4, because we have to count in Dutch Knight. He will get that overpower ready in not such a long time. But if we have to give a little bit of credit, or actually a big piece of credit, I feel this is Chubby Plum's best performance so far in the MLL. 2-3 or this season of MLL, 2-3-32. Really healing a whole damn lot with 133k. He is making sure that Orphic are healthy for the next fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's never going to be easy for a Genos to keep up with the healing of a Maldamba. But what we did see there was a through time and space and a King Bomb coming through. Double kill for Neptune the Blue, and Dink will collapse as we come into this last point fight. Chubby Plum will sit on the point, capturing it up to 40%, while Orphic push into the backlines. They're just going to try and keep Dink away from the point now, and just going to see this out.
It's just called the Orphic pressure. They are finally getting a foothold onto the point, and then they can play how they like to play, how they're comfortable playing. Ryflu trying to get in on the point, and I don't believe it's enough because there's a Genos, and he says, "No, you."